Hello everyone, I am here again. We will read again today is my daily gospel. I will read is February 16. The Lord looked down from heaven to the earth. Mark 8:27 to 33. Jesus and his disciples left for the village round Caesarea Philippi. On the way, he put this question to his disciples: "Who do people say I am?" And they told him, "John the Baptist, others Elijah, others again, one of the prophets. But you," he asked them, "who do you say I am?" Peter spoke up and said to him, "You are the Christ." And he gave them strict orders not to tell anyone about him. Then he began to teach them that the Son of Man was destined to suffer grievously and to be rejected by the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and to be put to death, and after 3 days to rise again. And he said all this quite openly. Then, taking him aside, Peter tried to rebuke him. But turning and seeing his disciples, he rebuked Peter and said to him, "Get behind me, Satan. You are thinking not as God thinks, but as human beings do." Reflection. The crowd, the disciples, and the apostle had witnessed the activities of Jesus for some time. Now Jesus wished to have an evaluation of him from these people. Therefore, he asked, "Who do people say I am?" The disciples answered in varied tones, "Elijah, John the Baptist, and the prophet." Jesus then asked his disciples directly, "Who do you say I am?" They struggled to answer because they had taken Jesus for granted. Finally, Peter declares, "You are the Messiah." In response, Jesus imposes silence because just as people misunderstood the identity of Jesus, so too was Peter. According to Peter, Messiah cannot suffer. Jesus corrects him, saying, "A real Messiah has to undergo suffering." Review of life and activities is very essential in any type of organization. Those who are afraid of criticism avoid evaluation in order to set our priorities and to present ourselves in the right light. Evaluation is a must. The Lord looked down from heaven to the earth. I will always remind you, we will talk to Him even in our minds. We will thank Him every day, and we will pray to Him every day. And the most important thing is that we put Him in our heart and love Him more than in our lives, because He will never forsake us. Gaya rin po ng sinabi ko po sa inyo, palagi ko lang po kayong paalalahanan o ipapaalala sa inyo na kakausapin po natin siya palagi kahit sa ating isipan. Magpapasalamat po palagi tayo sa kanya sa araw-araw at magpe-pray po palagi tayo sa kanya sa araw-araw. At ang pinaka-importante po, ilalagay po natin siya sa ating puso at mahalin po natin siya ng higit pa sa ating buhay kasi hinding-hindi po niya tayo pababayaan. Today is February 16, so nasa kalagitnaan na po tayo ng buwan ng Pebrero. Sa totoo lang, ang bilis ng araw. Kung mapapansin mo po yung ibang araw, nakaraang araw, at ngayon magsisimula na po muli sa buwan ng Marso. Ito na yung araw ng mga fire sunog. So dapat po mag-iingat po tayo. Sa totoo lang, nakakalungkot lang po yung nangyari sa lugar sa amin. Maraming bahay na nasunugan. Nakakalungkot lang po, sa totoo lang po. Ang binasa ko po sa araw na ito ay, The Lord looked down from heaven to the earth. Kumbaga sa Tagalog, ang Panginoon ay tumingin sa lupa mula sa langit, sapagkat siya ay tumungo mula sa kaitaasan ng kaniyang sanktuaryo. Tumingin ang Panginoon sa lupa mula sa langit, upang dinggin ang buntong hininga ng bilanggo upang kalagan yaong nangatakdang patayin, upang maipahayag ng mga tao ang pangalan ng Panginoon sa Sion at ang kanyang kapurihan sa Jerusalem. Ito lang po yung masishare ko sa araw na ito. Pero syempre, bago po ulit tayo magtatapos, ay magbabati naman po tayo na may birthday sa aking Facebook. Bali, 4 po sila may birthday sa araw na ito. Kaya, unang babatiin ko ng happy birthday si Ervin Dimapilis. He's 36 years old. Happy birthday kay Alpi Ebigay Convento. He's 36 years old also. Happy birthday kay JR Toledo. He's 40 years old. And happy birthday kay John Mark Colance II. He's 35 years old. So, ulitin ko na lang po muli. Happy birthday again kay Ervin Dimapilis. Happy birthday Alpi Ebigay Convento. Happy birthday JR Toledo. And happy birthday John Mark Colance II. So, ayan guys, nakapag-greet na po tayo. Kaya, palagi ko lang po kayong paalalahanan. I will always remind you, we will talk to Him even in our minds. We will thank Him every day. And we will pray to Him every day. And the most important thing is that we put Him in our heart and love Him more than in our lives, because He will never forsake us. Gaya rin po ng sinabi ko po sa inyo, palagi ko lang po kayong paalalahanan, ipapaalala sa inyo na kakausapin po natin siya palagi kahit sa ating isipan. Magpapasalamat po palagi tayo sa kanya sa araw-araw at magpe-pray po palagi tayo sa kanya sa araw-araw. At ang pinaka-importante po, ilalagay po natin siya sa ating puso at mahalin po natin siya ng higit pa sa ating buhay kasi hindi po niya tayo pababayaan. Kaya hanggang dito na lang po at maraming araw pa po tayo magkasama. God bless all po sa inyong lahat.